Hello and welcome along to the Red Bull Ring. It's practice time here in Austria and the hills are about to become alive with the sound of Formula One engines.
All clear the garage, please. Cars ready to leave. Piastri's ahead of you. Top 5 cars as things stand: Verstappen, Sargent, Ricciardo, Norris and Gasly. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. Pack, that's P1 and Verstappen's behind. Okay, you're doing well out there, keep it up. We're looking at about 10 more minutes of rain, 10 minutes. 10 minutes left of this rain, then we think it's going to dry up. 10 minutes. Inters seem to be the fastest tyre for now. Understood. Stopping this lap. You're leading the pack. That's P1. Just ahead of us in this session at the moment are Norris, and we're in front of Verstappen, Sargent and Ricciardo. Okay, so the current fastest lap, 1 minute 22.4. Norris just ahead, push for the position. Okay, so their best lap time, 1:22.4.
Sadly, it's time to say goodbye as free practice is over. However, we'll be back shortly for more Formula One action. High up in the mountains here at Spielberg, it's time for qualifying on what will be the fastest laps of the season. Stand by for qualifying at the Austrian Grand Prix. So it's all about speed in today's sprint. Not very many laps and no chance to get ahead on strategy. Who here today has the raw skill to take them to the top? It's one of the shortest laps on the calendar today then, with 7 rights and just 3 lefts, making up the 10 corners of this high-speed circuit. Turn 2 is barely a corner at all. They'll be flat out through there, a left-hand kink into the uphill braking zone of turn 3. Turns 1, 3 and 4 are all potential opportunities to overtake. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's sprint. Iceman lines up on pole position, and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Fernando Alonso, Russell, Norris, Hamilton, Perez, Oscar Piastri, Stroll, Tsunoda, Albon, Gasly, Ricciardo, Hülkenberg, Magnussen, Bottas, Ocon, Joe and Logan Sargent. And with preparations almost complete, let's head trackside for today's sprint. And alongside me today, former Formula One driver and former world champion too. See, told you I'd give you a big intro. Anthony Davidson, hello. Well, they say that a change is as good as a rest, and whilst there's not much rest on show in the sprint format today, there's definitely a change to what we're usually seeing on the track. Let's look at their season, and particularly against their teammate. Fair to say they've got the better of them more often than not.
Yeah, they have, and it's, rule number 1, beat your teammate. They're the one that share the same equipment as you, and yes, the cars can vary and set up from race to race and depending on who has which style, but essentially they're your barometer, the yardstick. If you can beat them, that's the first job you have to do, and it looks like it's going their way, doesn't it? And they need to carry on this momentum, this energy through the rest of the season.
Position, front of the pack. We don't have the data for that, I'm afraid. Charles is behind you now. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. Come on, just 3 laps to go. 3 laps. Charles behind. DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. Final lap of the race. That's 3 wins in a row, mate. Unbelievable work.
So with the sprint concluded, join us next time for qualifying and of course the main event, this weekend's Formula One Grand Prix. We'll see you next time. High up in the mountains here at Spielberg, it's time for qualifying on what will be the fastest laps of the season. Stand by for qualifying at the Austrian Grand Prix. Good afternoon and welcome to Spielberg and to a circuit that in one form or another has held every Austrian Grand Prix in the championship except the very first back in 1964. It was at this race that John Watson lost a bet and his beard when he took Team Penske's only F1 victory in 1976. If anything, the stakes are even higher today, with 25 points available for victory and a crucial advantage in the championship fight. The Spielberg circuit then is situated 700 metres above sea level, with just 10 corners making up one of the shortest laps of the season. One time around here is a distance of around 2.6 miles, with the best overtaking chances into turn 1 or the tight uphill of turn 3. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Iceman lines up on pole position, edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Norris, Fernando Alonso, Leclerc, Russell, Oscar Piastri, Stroll, Perez, Hamilton, Albon, Tsunoda, Ricciardo, Magnussen, Gasly, Hülkenberg, Bottas, Joe, Sargent, and Esteban Ocon lines up at the back of the grid. Now it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track. And alongside me today, a man small in stature but big on comment, Anthony Davidson. Hello. Let's look at their season, and particularly against their teammate. Fair to say they've got the better of them more often than not.
Yeah, they have, and it's, rule number one, beat your teammate. They're the one that share the same equipment as you, and yes, the cars can vary and set up from race to race and depending on who has which style, but essentially they're your barometer, the yardstick. If you can beat them, that's the first job you have to do, and it looks like it's going their way, doesn't it? And they need to carry on this momentum, this energy through the rest of the season.
DRS enabled. As things stand, we're going to be leading the championship. Copy. Confirmed. That confirmed. Okay, mate, we've got some clear track in front of us, and let's make the best of it. So please make this next one a very fast lap. You're leading the pack, that's P1. Verstappen behind you now. They're on fresh softs. Look after these tyres now, and want to finish the race on this compound. Come on, just 3 laps to go, 3 laps. so that last lap, 1 minute 11.8. Okay, copy that. Tyre condition still looking good. Okay, really good. You hit that target nicely. There's a long way to go in this race, so let's keep it clean. Okay, really good. You hit that target nicely. There's a long way to go in this race, so let's keep it clean. You're in first position, front of the pack, and Verstappen's behind. They're on fresh softs. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. 2 laps left. Next time by will be your final lap. A more balanced downforce on your next stop. Okay, final lap. Let's go. Final lap. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 7.5 seconds. They're on fresh softs. They're in fourth. Time last lap, 1:11.3. That's P1. Verstappen behind you now. They're on...
Woo-hoo! Yes, guys, yes! Come on, boys!
5 race wins in a row. What a fantastic result. Well done.
Smiling faces on the pit wall then after that superb win here in Spielberg. And rightly so, a brilliant effort from the whole team.
With 5 race victories now, is for the others now really to try and stop that momentum that they've got on their side, because before too long, they're going to be looking at the championship. It's theirs. It's within grasp right now, of course.
Looking at the podium, you can see that red suit familiar to fans across the globe. A world-class win for a world-class team. Ferrari, do it again. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action, and I can't wait to see what's next.
OK, mate, I'm pleased to say that our new parts have come through without any issue, so they'll be on the car ready for the next race weekend.
It might not be race day yet, but you wouldn't know it from looking at the stands. The fans are out in force. It's practice time here at Silverstone.
We're going to be logging some extra data during this session, but as we have some new parts on the car, we'll just...
What an incredible practice session that was.
OK, Piastri just ahead. Push hard, push hard. Here's a quick position rundown for you. The top 5 are Verstappen, Sargent, Ricciardo, Norris and Gasly. OK, full wet seems to be the fastest tyre for now. They're in first. Right, their best lap time, 1 minute 56.1. rain will stay with us for at least 20 minutes, maybe more. Light rain is here to stay. Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap.